Welcome to Shadow Rock. I'm your host Alex, and I'm here today with Alexis of Straight Line Stitch. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
All right. So how's the tour been so far?
The tour has been great so far. All the bands are super cool. It's been fun.
You're playing with like, what is it, 8-9 bands a night?
Yes. It's definitely a big lineup, but it's cool because every band doesn't sound the same. Everybody has a different sound, so it's rad.
Do you get where you're like, oh, I can see me doing something like that, or?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is really cool. I actually prefer doing like tours like this, where sometimes a band goes out and they go out with bands that are similar to them, and I think that kind of puts you like in a pigeonhole situation. Everybody sounds the same. It'd be cool to branch out and play with different bands that sound different than you.
That's great. You have an EP out, Transparency.
That's correct.
Have you been selling a lot at these shows, or?
Actually, it doesn't come out until the 30th.
Oh, it's not out yet.
Yeah.
Research! Not good at it. Okay.
No, it comes out this month on the 30th, and actually it's gonna be coming out in Best Buy, FYEs, and a couple other like mom and pop music stores and stuff.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's exciting.
Have you seen a lot of more interest in like?
Yeah, we have actually, because it's been like over 4 years since we put out music. So like our fans and stuff, they've been like dying for new music. So it's been like the interest has been there for sure.
Are you going to be working on a full-length album anytime soon, or is it just gonna wait until after, see how this one goes?
We're gonna see how this one goes, but that is definitely the goal. We definitely want to put out a full length, but you kind of got to test the water, especially nowadays. It takes so much money and effort to put out a full length, and then you find out nobody's interested, and it's like,
right.
We want to see how the EP does first.
There was a lot of interest with your last CD, though. So, do you see people being really excited for this one?
I sure hope so. I like to think so. That would suck if they weren't.
Well, through my research, everyone seems really, really excited about it. So, you got that going.
That's awesome.
Okay. So, when you're on tour with all these different bands, are you the only female-fronted band of this show?
Actually, there was another female-fronted band that was on here. It was Gabriel and the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
They were on here, and they just played, I think, their last show with us a couple days ago. And they actually had to leave the tour because I guess they had a death in the family, one of the members. So, yeah, it was. She was, another female on the tour, but I guess I'm the only one.
Now I've got that in your head.
Like, no, I feel the pressure. Gosh.
Did you find it hard with people taking you seriously as a female coming into the genre, or like differences in interviews?
No, because I never used like my sex or my race as a crutch. I came in it as, I want to put music out, and we want to like prove ourselves as a band, so our main objective was to just get on stage and kick ass. Sorry. But
swear all you want.
But so no, I never felt any type of like segregation as far as like being a woman and being African American woman singing metal, and that's because I never threw that card out there like, look at me, I'm a black woman singing metal. Pay special attention to me because I'm special. I never did that. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is. I kind of love it. Okay, so how does your writing process go for this last EP?
It was insane. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It was definitely hard. It was intense writing this record because we just had so much crap happen to us. Of course, we had some members leave and things like that, but we had some deaths that just came completely out of nowhere, and it was really intense writing the record. The way we actually wrote the record was like we did writing from the road as well as we did writing. We kind of live in different states and stuff, so we send music through computer. So that's how we wrote, and then we get together and then we solidify it, and then they throw it over to me, and then I go somewhere and I write, and pretty much through all that we made it work. So
that's fabulous. What do you put into your lyrics? Like, what do you use for inspiration in that sense, or
life is a big inspiration. Things that happen to me. I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not very good at being articulate or, so it's easy for me to write my emotions down, and it just kind of comes to me. So, life definitely inspired the writing of Transparency, for sure. We just went through so much hell, and actually writing the record, I actually used it as a format to pick myself up, because when we were so close to like throwing in the towel and just saying, I don't even think it's worth it, the writing was there. It was just like, you can do this, and no matter what, it's got to work out. Something's got to give. It can't rain all the time, as they say in The Crow. I love that movie.
You're very articulate. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm the one over here going, so people buying your CD? Oh wait, it's not out yet.
I think it's super hard. I'm just like, say that right. Like,
well, if you don't, you can be like, let me say that again, and I'll edit it.
I'm like, edit it out.
Yeah. I have this thing, it's called the computer.
It's so awesome.
Okay, so how close were you guys into just saying we're done?
Throwing in the towel?
Yeah, like how close, since you just said that?
Very close. I mean, like I said, things that you just, oh, come on, really, this is really gonna happen now, It was really close to throwing in the towel, like walking away, not doing music because I don't think it's worth it, But then we had our fans, people that were like, they wouldn't even know what was going on, but I would get a message and say, don't ever stop doing what you're doing because this changed my life, It's something like that, would just be like, well, damn it, now I can't walk away, not without at least giving it another good try.
Getting that kind of message would have to feel really good.
Oh God, yeah, it humbled me, because it's just like, it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us as the members of Straight Line. It's about the music and how it relates to people and touches people, resonates with people.
Yeah, and I've listened to you during other interviews where you say, like, in your writing there was like God in it or something like that.
Oh God, yeah. That is my personal belief. It doesn't represent the band or whatever, but for me, like I wouldn't function if it wasn't for God. I keeps me sane, it keeps me on the road, keeps me doing this.
It got you through that.
Yeah, oh yeah, time. Prayer. Yes, I had to pray. I was like, God, please, come on now, you got to come with it. Help me now, and He has, and He does. So.
Did you ever have a moment where you said that and then like someone would comment on something on Facebook or something?
Oh yeah.
Like a fan would be like, don't stop.
Yeah, and I'm like, thanks God. You rock. I'm like, I just gotta be a little bit more patient, God.
Being patient is hard though.
And I'm so not patient. I'm impatient. I'm working on it. Patience is a virtue that I just don't have.
I'm very impatient. Just watch me driving.
Me too.
I get behind the slow person and it's like shit, and then they go to pass the semi and it's like, damn it.
It's funny. I didn't get my driver's license until I was like 27.
Really? Why?
Because I was scared of driving. I lived in Knoxville, and I just I didn't drive. I was scared of driving, and actually our bass player, which is now our guitar player, Jason, he taught me how to drive because I wanted to go home and visit my family, and he couldn't take me all the time. So he taught me how to drive, and I finally went for it. But I didn't get my license until I was 27. That's crazy. And I'm like crazy road rage. I'm like, move over, drive. Like, it's ridiculous.
Okay, are you one of those people like me who gets really mad at like
stupid stuff?
The person driving in the fast lane that's going under the speed limit?
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, you know what I hate? I hate it when it's like there's a green light and people are stopping at the green light. I'm like, what is green means go, people? Like,
I lived in a town where they would sit at the green light for like 10 seconds and then they'd go.
Yeah, it's like, what are you waiting for?
It drove me insane. It happened, they would sit there longer whenever I was late. It's like they knew that I had to be on to class and I was late.
And you know what, and it's so bad because like for me to fuss at other drivers, I'm a terrible driver.
I am too.
I'm so bad.
I'm sure there's a comment somewhere that I'll get on Facebook about women drivers just being terrible in general, but
I hope not. There's start an uproar.
There's Facebook trolls everywhere.
Oh yeah, yes they are. But you kind of just stay away from the negative stuff. I try to anyways.
I had one. So cover your ears if you don't like the C word. They said this cunt is terrible on one of my interviews.
Why? Oh my God.
And then I just laughed and I went to go look at it because I was like, do I want to comment or do I not? because that word doesn't bother me at all.
Right, but
it's
still.
just a word. But they had deleted it.
Little sissy.
I know, right?
That's just ridiculous. I don't understand. Like, people put so much time into like being negative, where you can put, okay, if you don't like me, that's fine, I get it, but you can put something positive into something that you do like, you know, like spend more time doing that than like, oh, I'd rather spend like hours bashing you because it makes me feel good. It's like, that's ridiculous to me.
Welcome to 4chan.
You guys need to get a life. It's serious.
Get out of Stop playing on the internet all day, I say is.
I mean, a bunch of trolls are gonna be after me. I'm like, no.
No, they'll be after me. It's fine. Bring it. It'll just bring more views to me. I'm fine. Which will bring more views to you guys.
Sure.
And so that'll be great. Win-win.
Be nice, people. Come on.
Go to church.
Yes, go to church and eat Jesus. Yeah, I really get it then.
This went from us being patient to fuck you internet trolls.
Yeah.
I love it. This is a fun interview. I enjoy it so much. Okay, so I have some random questions.
Okay.
And we'll probably get off from there because it's what I do. So, okay, first album you ever purchased?
That was a TLC album. Ooh, on the TLC tip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I actually have TLC Cool Crazy Love.
Oh, no, that's
no.
Sexy Crazy Cool. I love that album.
one.
Yeah, I have that too.
It's on my phone right now.
That's awesome.
It's totally metal. Shut up. What's one song that you wish you wrote?
Right now, like, I wish I wrote the Muir song Solar Flare Homicide because it's just so brutal. That's ridiculous. I've been on this Muir kick for a minute, and we went on tour with them. I didn't really get to talk to them or whatever, but like, I respect them as a band. I like them. You know, they're good.
I've never heard of them, so I'll have to look them up.
They're ridiculously good. They're just like really heavy. They're intense. They're really intense.
I like intense. Okay, first song you ever learned to write or sing?
The first song I really like made myself learn is because I fell in love with it was Stevie Nicks. Well, it was Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. Like, I love that song. It's my favorite song on the planet. Like, they always have me sing like a Fleetwood Mac song at karaoke or something. But I love, that was the first song I like, I'm gonna learn this song, I'm gonna sing it every day. And I did. I love it.
Did you watch her on American Horror Story?
I did not. I just finished watching like the first season of American Horror Story.
Well, when you get to that, she, I think one of the episodes opens with her just singing a full song.
I love her. She's like my favorite singer on the planet.
That's awesome. Okay, what is your one vice?
My one vice.
Yep.
I
Reading.
think it's books. Yeah. Well, no, I take that back. I lied. I'm a liar. No, my number one vice is hair. I'm a hair junkie. I change my hair like I change underwear all the time. People will be like, they'll see me one day, I'll have like, you know, regular brown hair or something. And the next day I'll have like blonde hair or purple hair. And they'll be like, oh my God, like really? Like, I love hair. I'm a hair junkie.
That actually sounds like fun.
It is.
I started to hate the thought of dyeing my hair because as I was growing up, I'm like, I want to dye my hair purple. And they would never let me do it. So then I finally got to the point where I'm like, meh, I like my hair because they let me highlight it.
Oh, okay.
And it turned it blonde.
Oh.
And it was just supposed to be small highlights, but the top of my hair was just this like neon yellow blondish.
Oh, wow.
And it just looked really bad. And I was like, I think my mom made them do that on purpose.
Just to sway you from doing it.
Yeah. And now she's like, you should put highlights. Nope. You should.
It
nope.
scared you forever.
It did. It just put me off. I'm like, meh, my hair looks fine the way it is. I'm gonna.
See, that's why we do like wigs and weaves and things like that, so I can take care of like my hair underneath. I don't have to mess with it, and I can like cut it and have it long one day, have it short one day, and not fool around with my hair.
That actually.
So it works out.
It does work out. Okay. What's the weirdest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
That I was Asian.
Really?
Yeah, people, they were on this site saying, I know her, she's Asian. Like, like having these fights, like people telling other people, I know she's Asian, like I've met her before, and I'm just like, I don't even know these people. I'm flattered because I would love to be half Asian. That would be cool, but I'm full African American. But yeah, that was it's not the weirdest rumor, but it was just like, wow, people think I'm another nationality. That's crazy.
Why would that need to be an argument? But okay.
They were fussing about it.
There was a joke when I was born, because I had very dark skin. My eyes were really squinty, and I had black hair when I was born. And so they're like, they looked at my dad and they're like, are you sure that's yours? That baby looks Asian. But there was a joke. My grandpa served over in Japan for a while, and my aunt and uncle told my mom that she was brought over from Japan in an egg, and when they wanted another kid, they just hatched her.
Oh my goodness. That's so terrible.
We're gonna have to tag him in this interview now. Because they did, and that was the running joke. So when we were born, they're like, see, told you were Asian. And it was the same with my older sister. They called us hairy Asian monkeys.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. That's always fun. Okay. Best concert you've ever been to?
Best concert I've ever been to. Besides touring, like, I had never ever been to a concert except for like the Family Values Tour, which was like a couple years back. Well, it was a long time ago. I think it was like, I can't remember it was like when they first started doing the Family Values Tour. It was like Limp Bizkit and Orgy, and that was like my first actual concert, and I think it's memorable because it was like my first. That's what, like, I saw Korn. I was obsessed with Korn. And
Korn is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I was just like, I wanted to be Jonathan Davis. I wanted to like emulate him. I bought Adidas. I was just like, I'm gonna be in a band. It's like, I'm gonna be the female Jonathan Davis. That's until I decided, I found my own identity and stuff. But that first concert is definitely memorable to me, for sure.
That's awesome. But it's surprising that you haven't been to that many shows.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. I've been to more like working, being at shows and like, doing my job than like actually going to just like see a show. Like, it's never really happened.
Right.
That's weird. That is weird.
I don't know. I've been to more shows than I can count. I made a list one day just of all the shows I've seen, and I had to put tallies next to the bands that I've seen multiple times. And I'm like, this is why I have no money.
This is why I'm broke.
This is why I'm broke. Because it was like Laser Fest, so it was like shows like this, but outside festivals, whatever. So they're longer sets. And that would give me like 12 bands that I've seen, and then the next year 12 bands I've seen, and then
they add up.
Yeah. Then the year after that, no. I went to 3 Laser Fest, then I worked the last 2.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, so you like busy. Oh my gosh.
I do shows. Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've ever been asked to sign?
The weirdest thing, somebody's forehead.
Their forehead?
Their forehead, yeah. Somebody's asked me to sign their forehead before. I don't know, and I was just like, you wash that off before you get home to your mother. Like, you wash that off.
Or she's gonna yell at me.
Yes. Yeah, that's like one of the weirdest things, I think. Body parts outside.
All right. What's your biggest pet peeve of the genre?
That is segregated. I think that's like my biggest pet peeve, It's very cliquey. I miss the days where it's just like all the bands play with everybody, and it's just like everybody seemed to have that natural brotherhood. It's not so much like, survival of the fittest. All the bigger bands stay with the bigger bands, and they sound the same, and they just hang around each other. It's like, I just wish there was more camaraderie, I guess, amongst our genre.
You can kind of see that in the audience, though, too. Like you'll be out and you'll be like, oh, hey, I know them, I like them, and they're like, well, what else do you listen to? And you'll tell them, and they'll be like, nah,
yeah,
I don't like them. We can't.
Silly to me. I don't understand this. Ugh.
I had that happen. I was waiting for an audition at the school I attended, and someone was sitting there. And I was talking about music, and he's like, oh, you like metal too? Well, what do you listen to? So I started listing bands. I'm like, you like metal too? We should be friends. And he's like, no, and walked away because I liked the wrong bands.
Oh my
And I was like, woo, okay.
People are so full of themselves. I don't get that. Like, I don't know. That's crazy to me.
It is to me
That
too.
people do that. Like, and I mean, people, I don't know, people would stereotype me like that, you know, as far as like, oh, I'm playing a metal band, so all I do is listen to metal. Like, I don't. I listen to everything. I listen to whatever sounds good to me. I'm actually like big in like the 50s and 60s. I love old music, you know, so I like whatever sounds good to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. You find the people who are really good at music and truly love music, they like a
Music.
good song no matter what.
Exactly. They don't care. Oh, well, people are just like, well, I hate country. And I just, you know, I like old country, you know. I like Patsy Cline and old Johnny Cash. Like, just whatever sounds good.
I don't know. During softball, though, I'd bang my head against the wall because I wasn't allowed to work on the warm-up CD.
Really?
Because I liked the wrong type of music, so it'd be country and Justin Bieber.
My.
And I was just like, nope, nope, nope.
Well, I guess it comes along with the territory that you kind of hate what you hate too. So,
Like, there were some songs I could deal with, but the next year I had to.
you're like, no.
I took it over because they had songs that swore, and we were near a park.
Oh, kids and stuff.
Yeah, so I went and changed it, and I gave the CD to the person in charge. I'm like, we're not doing that one anymore. And I just made it so everyone, like, there was one song for every
For
person.
everybody, that's cool.
And the one song I put in there for the people who wanted the one that swore was edited, and they got mad at me, but I was like, there's a park. Kindergartners are there.
Little ears.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a pre-show ritual?
No. I mean, sometimes I don't pray as much as I should, or I like to, but I just kind of sit around, watch the other bands, or, you know, I'm usually by merch. I'm at merch. And try to do like warm-ups and stuff, like breathing exercises, so I can get up there and scream for 30 minutes straight. So nothing crazy, no routine.
Do you ever get tired when you go up on stage? Like
Yes.
your voice gets tired?
Well, no, I get more winded. I don't get like my voice get tired unless I'm sick or something. But usually I get like more winded, especially if like the adrenaline's like really high. You're able to just like the first song just blow everything because you're just like, oh my God, I went too crazy the first song, you know. So
Right.
now I've learned to pace myself a bit.
How did you figure out the pacing? Was it just over time, or?
Definitely over time, because I used to always feel like, you know, you got to go crazy all the time, and then you burn yourself out, and then you sound like crap, you know. So I had to learn it the hard way.
All right. So this is my last question, unless we get off topic with it.
Sorry.
It's me. I keep doing it. What is one piece of advice you'd give other bands?
One piece of advice: know your business. I would say no one should know more about your band than you do, you know. One of the things that happened when we first got signed and we got management stuff, I got kind of lax, you know. I just kind of like, oh, they'll handle it, it'll be fine, you know. And not saying that, you know, what they did is like they screwed us over or whatever, not like that, but like I never really fully knew what was ever going on. I was just
Right.
like, I'll be there when I need to be there, you know. But I would definitely say it's a good thing to just really know what's going on, the comings and the goings of, you know, the workings of your band, you know. And I would definitely say that this is something that, you know, musicians want to do full time, that, you know, you have to give it 100%, and you can't go at it half-ass, I guess. You have to go 100% or nothing at all.
I love asking bands this, like, the members this question, because they're all so different, and it's such great advice. Okay, well, that's it for Shot of Rock. I'm your host, Alex. This is Alexis. Go check out Straight Line and Stitch, and we'll see you at the rock show.